I switch on the news or go online, I find out that another driver has been stabbed, shot, assaulted, murdered. When will it end? When will these CEOs of these companies like Uber and Lyft actually do something about safety? Now, we undergo background checks, right? They pay a small little fee to have us checked out. I ask you, is it so difficult to have a rider checked out, right? Riders should not be on that platform without, saying, okay, we'll undergo a background check. And they're not going to go and undergo a background check if they know that they have a shady, bad history. So 2021, again, been pushing this for years, and I sound like a stuck record, but I'm going to say it again, Dara Khoshawi. I'm going to say it again, Logan Green. Step it up. Safety, safety, safety. Now, 2 incidents. The one, driver got stabbed multiple times by a rider who had set up the account 15 minutes before he committed this murderous act, right? And the other one, 60 rounds fired into the driver's body. Now, they say that was gang retaliation. Obviously, a rider was not involved in that, but it has to end. It has to end. And we need to share these stories and put the pressure on these individuals, these CEOs, for not acting, for not doing anything about safety. They're too worried about getting vaccines to us so that they can keep the money flow going, the cash flow going, but they fail to do anything about driver safety. Now, Issaquah, Washington, police say they arrested 2 suspects Wednesday in connection to the fatal stabbing of an Uber driver in Issaquah. Police say a 21-year-old Olivia Bibic and a 21-year-old Devin Wade, both from Bellevue, were arrested for investigation of second-degree murder and were booked into King County Jail. They are each being held on $2 million bail. At 9:30 p.m. Sunday, Issaquah police responded to a single vehicle crash in the 8200 block of Renton, Issaquah Road Southeast. Police say they found 28-year-old Cherno Kisei dead at the driver's seat. The King County Medical Examiner's office determined Kisei died from stab wounds to the head and neck. So they probably started stabbing him from the back. According to court documents, Kisei was an Uber driver. He picked up a rider within 100 yards of the crash location. Records from Uber show that the rider he picked up was associated with an email address that was created just 15 minutes before the rider was picked up. Kisei's phone, along with the phone of the Uber rider, were then traced to a Nissan Altima, which police found on Tuesday near the Factoria Mall, according to court documents. Police say they searched the car and found Kisei's phone in the car and 2 knives with blood on them. Bibic told police that the Nissan Altima belonged to her and that she lived in it with her boyfriend Wade and their 2 dogs. So they were living in this car with their dogs. Now, the other one, terrible. Man shot and killed while driving for Uber in Woodlawn neighborhood. Police say more than 60 rounds were fired during the shooting that left Dulfikar Masir critically wounded on December the 12th. Now, they have also opened a GoFundMe page. I would ask the family if they could share that with us so we can help raise funds for the funeral as well. The community mourns the loss of a man shot and killed while driving Uber. Portland, Oregon, an Uber driver who was critically injured in a northeast Portland shooting on December 12th has died. Dulfikar Karim Masir, 23, was working when he was shot just after midnight near Northeast Stafford Street and 11th Avenue. Police said more than 60 rounds were fired during the shooting. 60 rounds. The Oregon State Medical Examiner ruled Masir's death a homicide. The Oregon Live reported that Masir was a refugee from Iraq who moved with his family to Portland about 5 years ago. He returned to Iraq in August to get married and was working to bring his new wife to the United States. Investigators told the Oregonian that Messiah wasn't the intended target in the shooting, which appeared to be an ambush. He was most likely mistaken for a rival gang member because he was driving slowly to pick up a fare and because of the type of car he was driving, a new white Honda Accord. Many in Portland's Iraqi community, including Sidai Halal Market, are now raising money to help with Messiah's funeral expenses. Do share with us that link. I'd like to make a video and help you guys at Sidai Halal Market, the people, the community there. His death affected everyone, said Ali Al-Rubai, who works at the market. He said Messiah would come by at least once a week. It was devastating. Everyone knows the guy in the community. He was very nice to everyone, and everyone was very touched. This year has seen a surge in gun violence in Portland. There have been more than 800 shootings in Portland in 2020. There were 393 shootings in 2019. That's a huge increase. Messiah's death is Portland's 51st homicide of 2020 and the 38th homicide that involved a gun. Al-Rubai hates that one of his favorite customers is now part of the statistics in a place he came to for refuge. I'm hoping they catch whoever did it, said Al-Rubai. I'm hoping the city becomes more secure again. Crime Stoppers of Oregon is offering up to $2,500 reward for information leading to an arrest in this case. You can share tips online while remaining anonymous. So if you overhear someone in a restaurant, if you overhear something, if you get a lead, step forward. You can stay anonymous. And if it does lead to the arrest, they'll pay you out $2,500. Do whatever you can. Keep your eyes and ears open. Let's find the people that pumped 60 bullets into this poor driver's body and killed him. And again, all I can say is, Mr. Darakosh Ashawi, Mr. Logan Green, please step it up, man. Step it up. You got to do better. You got to do better than that, right? 2021 should be a challenge to those people on top, those executives, to do more for safety. Now, Kova, shout out to my sponsor. Starts at $7 a month. You get 1 month free with the link beneath this video. Gig protection plan that supports any drivers or delivery workers in this picture here. If you, like, let's say the one story with the stabbing, let's say the driver had survived, the car obviously crashed, and they would have kicked in and covered 80% of the lost wages if he was in hospital, if the car was in the workshop, right? So pay time off, sick leave, 24/7 health service, automatic mileage tracking, legal protection with the legal arm called Legal Rideshare, legalrideshare.com. Check them out. They're up in Chicago. They will handle the entire insurance claim process for you if you have been injured on the job, if you have property damage, or if you have lost wages, legalrideshare.com. Folks, let's get the video circulated. Let's put the pressure on these CEOs. They have to do more. They have to do more in 2021. And I would hope that they find a company that can, for a small little amount, run a quick background check against a rider. Thank you.